What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. I will say before I begin today's video, guys, I am overseas in the UK. I'm in London right now for the next week. That does not mean that anything is going to slow down. I'm going to obviously do the utmost research in my plays, going to send you guys between, I would say between 6 to 8 plays a day. And then over the weekends, college football and NFL, give you guys more volume at that like 10 to 11 play range. Still going to be a massive week for us. We obviously have college football kicking off. We have NFL coming to the end of preseason. And I will say the only thing about that is I'm not able to generate links in the UK, but I have a lot of helpful people in the VIP and just in this community that have been helping me link. That being said, I do need more people. So if you are wanting to help me generate links throughout this week that I'm in London, please let me know. Please text me and you will be rewarded with VIP. I might even give you like a gift card or something like that. It is very, very important that I give you guys links to these plays when I do send them out, so you guys can just take the play and go upon your merry way in your day or whatever that is. So again, nothing's really going to change for you, I will just say, but anything that looks a little bit different over this next week, I think these screenshots, normally the screenshots kind of look like this, but the screenshots slightly different. The timings on things are going to be slightly different, obviously, because I'm in a different time zone, and I'm going to try to get these videos out early in the morning on my normal time, so you guys will have enough opportunity to tail the picks. And if you're waking up early, you'll have that video ready for you, and you'll have a number of hours actually to tail the picks, which is actually better than it normally is, because sometimes I do get the video out a little bit later than I would want to. So with that being said, guys, we have had another day where it just it just does not seem to get any better. It just does not seem to. It really just seems like Prizepicks is playing tricks on us right now. I mean, if you look across the board, guys, this was the past 24 hours. We have a 3 out of 4. We have a 3 out of 4. I even doubled down on this duo right here with Jankos and this Viserys guy, and these guys both hit together, and then we just get another 3 out of 4. We get an opposite correlation in Counter-Strike. We missed the play of the day yesterday by 1 kill, guys. And if you look at everyone on this roster, I believe in the first map they got 3 kills. No, I think the first map they got 5 kills, and the second map they got 9 kills or something. And all of them decided to be these top 3 guys right here. Just, I can't even make it up. And then we have Blitz right here being the one player on this team to go over. I think there was 2 players on this team that went over. It was 910 and it was Blitz, and everyone else went under. And we bet on Blitz, who went under. And again, I'm going to obviously take responsibility for these. I took Blitz instead of all these other people. It just, as it's being said, man, it's been absolutely brutal. Everything is tracked. So this is the summer, guys. We're up 91 units so far this summer. We are really now on probably the worst lose streak that we have ever had on this channel over the past maybe 16 months. I mean, it has been very tough. I will say, though, there's nothing in my right mind that can that's going to say that we have not had good entries. I feel like we have had good entries. I feel like we've had opportunities. We've had a ton of opportunities for 4-mans, and they just all seem to be going 3 out of 4. It's just been such a difficult stretch like this, and that is how betting is sometimes. If you wanted to, you could go back to April, and I'm probably saying the exact same things because that was our second worst month ever. This month really reminds me of April. It's just very frustrating because there's nothing you can really do about it. It's something we can change. I'm not changing my strategy, you guys. We've had some of our best days ever, and obviously been very profitable using the exact same sort of strategies, right? Using, what I kind of do on these videos, and then using, correlation with League of Legends, using correlation with Counter-Strike, with football, with all these different things, right? And I have a number of screenshots to obviously show you guys, and tracking is really the big part of this, right? Because I can show you guys all these winning screenshots, but at the end of the day, tracking is what matters. Is on a third-party verified app called Pickit. So you guys can see just over really the past 3 or 4 months, we've had 700 bets, which is a lot of bets, but it's a lot of months too, 4 months, and we're up 91 units. And then this year so far, we're up 200 units, guys. This is fully updated. I updated this about 5 minutes ago. So you'll see if you're a $10 bettor this year, you're still up $2,000. Okay. So being up $2,000 as a $10 bettor is definitely nothing to scoff at. So still, good. And then we have had, years on this channel with college football season, NFL season, where we've gone up 400 units, really. We went up 400 units last year in the college football season and NFL season combined. Obviously, they go hand in hand because they're the same time. But you'll kind of see that here, close to 300 units in college football, close to 200 units in the NFL, guys. This is a really big time. I know it does not seem like that. I know it seems like everything is missing and we're just on like our worst of the worst run ever and everything's doom and gloom. I will say, guys, things turn around very quickly in April. I know it's hard to believe, but in April, we went down about 30 units, something like that. And by the first week of March, we were already back to normalization, right? In 1 week, not March, in May. In 1 week in May, we are already back up 30 units in just 1 week. And I know it sounds crazy to say right now, but I'm telling you guys, these swings happen so fast. Once the luck swings our way, once these 3 out of 4s start absolutely turning into 4 out of 4s, which I know they will, I mean, the sky's the limit, and you guys know what we've been able to do, at some points on this channel, right? So, there's very, very ups and downs in this game. Sometimes it's extremely frustrating. Sometimes it does not make sense, and this is kind of where we are at right now. So, really, I hope you guys appreciate the transparency. Hopefully, you guys appreciate the kind of the downsides of betting sometimes and kind of the losing sides of betting at this point in time. But, I will say we're going to turn things around. This graph, as crazy as it seems, is going to be back up to all-time highs eventually. And, whether it takes by September, mid-September, whether it takes by early October, something like that, if it takes a month, whatever it is, like, honestly, that's fine, right? Sometimes you're going to have losing months in betting. And, it looks like, we still have a little bit of August left, but to say that we're going to turn August around in like 10 days is probably, not super realistic, but, it looks like over the course of like 17 months on this channel, 16, 17 months, it looks like we might have 2 losing months in those, right? And that's going to be April and August of 2025. So, it is what it is, guys. 2 losing months out of 17. What can you do at the end of the day? You're going to have a losing month here and there. So this is the play of the day, guys. We do have Trevor Etienne to go under rush yards. This is my favorite play so far up on the board. There's probably going to be more plays released in the preseason, and then I'm actually starting to send out some college football plays, all right? So I sent out my first one yesterday. We have, I think, like 4 games next week, and then obviously that next week we're going to kick off with like, I don't know, like 50 games or something crazy like that. But my favorite play is Trevor Etienne, guys, to go under rush yards. He's played 2 games so far in the preseason. There's only been 2 games. The last game he just played, he got 7 rush attempts, so he got 7 carries, and he only put up 17 yards, okay? So he's only getting like 2 to 3 yards per carry, and he actually got a decent amount of opportunity last week. He just did not do very much with it and only got 17 yards. If you don't know, this is the brother of Travis Etienne, and he's a good player, but he's not one of those super breakout, super, crazy good running backs, okay? So, he can get a good 2-3 yards every rush, but I just think, close to the 30s is way too high for him, okay? And then the second play down here is going to be John Giles. Same thing, guys. He gets some opportunities. I believe the first game he went over with just 2 receptions. I think he had like a 35-yard catch or something like that. In the next game, he comes back with 4 receptions for 24 yards, I believe it was in that second game. So getting 4 receptions, 24 yards, the volume is there for him. It seems like, in the preseason, he's part of the offense. But again, asking close to 30 yards for this guy is going to be a lot. With that being said, I think the 4 catches that he got a game ago, last week, is probably a ceiling, all right? You don't really see guys in the preseason getting in more than like 3 to 4 catches. And the fact that he got 3 to 4 catches and still didn't go over this mark, is a pretty good sign that I do like the under here, okay? So this is going to be the play of the day, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. Hopefully you guys like this play. Let me know in the comments. And again, if things are a little bit different this week, I apologize. Doing my best to keep everything honed in. Again, I want to remind you guys, we've been doing this for a year and a half now, actually more than a year and a half now. So, again, that's not going to change the quality of the plays. That's not going to change the strategy here, which is correlation and using, correlation in the NFL, in League of Legends, in Counter-Strike, in, all of these different esports and stuff that you're able to do correlation in. And then also, being able to track things and get on here and give you guys value every single day, whether that's, just teaching points or whether that's actually providing winning plays over the long term. So if you guys do want to get into the VIP, you guys can text me the word BOVADA. Now, this is big because you're getting legitimately like the very, very start of the season. I mean, the college football season starts in 3 days, and I cannot tell you guys the importance of college football season to this channel, to the VIP. We really revolve around, and really what we make our name around is college football, okay? That is our bread and butter. That is what we do here on this channel. That is like the top tier plays come from college football, okay? So if you do want to be a part of that, that is starting in like 3 days, 2 days or something like that. So best time to join is honestly now. I know we're on a crazy lose streak, but I don't know. I kind of have a chip on my shoulder right now to prove some people wrong and stuff, because yeah, it's been a crazy August. It's been like 2-3 weeks. I'll say like 3 weeks of just absolute craziness and disaster to a point. But 3 weeks over the course of 17 months is really nothing at the end of the day. But again, if you guys do want to get into the VIP, guys, the instructions are right here. It's just texting me BOVADA to my number, and I'll get you guys into the VIP. You can do the same with Better. You can do the same with REBET. You can do the same with Novig, and you can do the same with Chalkboard. Chalkboard's actually completely $20 free that they will give you, which is really incredible that they're doing that. So, appreciate with Chalkboard. I don't know if they're going to do this very much longer, so take advantage of it while you can. And if you already are in the VIP, you can use these different apps to get an additional month or two free of your subscription. Okay, guys? So, gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys and appreciate the support and everything. I feel like we built a community around here. And again, if you do want to be one of those people that are going to send me links or something like that every so often, I mean, realistically, you'll maybe generate like 2 to 3 out of the 8 plays that I send out a day. So it's not going to be much work for you, and you might get a gift card or a couple free months out of it. Just let me know, and I'll give you some more details on that. Again, my number is always open to you guys. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.